Bitcoin, which is the revolution in digital money. So today, it's all about Bitcoin. Hey there, crypto curious friends. I'm Blockchain Blondie, and I'm on a mission to make crypto classy. My goal is to demystify this incredible financial vehicle and make it mainstream by debunking all the rumors and offering you a chance to partake and become wealthy and abundant by diversifying your financial portfolio and have fun at the same time, because it is fun. Life should be fun. Today, we're diving deep into Bitcoin, and this is not just any cryptocurrency, but is the cryptocurrency that started it all. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Bitcoin stands in a league of its own. Now, let's rewind to 2008. Lehman Brothers had just collapsed and the housing market was in shambles and the global financial system was teetering on the edge, right? Banks that were too big to fail were being bailed out with taxpayer money. And in the midst of this chaos, an anonymous figure or group using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Satoshi's identity remains one of the biggest mysteries in the tech world. We don't know if it's a man, a woman, or a group. What we do know is that on January 3rd, 2009, Satoshi, mined the first Bitcoin block, embedding a Times headline about bank bailouts in it. This wasn't coincidental. It was a statement about creating an alternative to a broken financial system, and it is broken. Before we go deeper into Bitcoin, let's talk about what money actually is. For most of human history, money was backed by something tangible, usually gold. The dollar bill in your wallet once represented a specific amount of gold held in the reserve. That's what we call the gold standard. But in 1971, President Nixon changed everything by removing the dollar from the gold standard. And then suddenly, the dollar became what economists call a fiat currency, money that has value simply because the government says it does. It's literally based on faith or a promise. Here's the kicker. Since then, the Federal Reserve and the government can print as much money as they want. And guess what happens when you print more money? Each of our dollars becomes worth less. That's inflation, and that's why your grandparents could buy a house for $15,000 while you're struggling even to afford rent. The US dollar, like all the fiat currencies in the world, it's ultimately at the mercy of the politicians and the central banks. A few people in a room can decide to devalue your savings by printing more money. Just look at what happened in 2020. The Fed printed trillions of dollars, and now we're seeing the highest inflation in decades. This is where Bitcoin stands apart. Bitcoin is owned by no one. There's no Bitcoin CEO that can fall from grace. There's no Bitcoin headquarters. There's no Bitcoin customer service line. It's a decentralized network running on thousands of computers worldwide. The Bitcoin community, the developers, the miners, the users like you and me, collectively dictate its value and evolution. Now here's Bitcoin's superpower. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins, ever. This isn't a promise or a policy that can be changed by a politician. It's hard-coded into Bitcoin's software, which is brilliant. Try to change this limit and your version of Bitcoin will be rejected by the whole network. You'll get kicked out. This fixed supply creates something we've never had in the digital world before, true scarcity. Think about it. Everything digital can typically be copied. Music, photos, documents, they can be duplicated with a click. But Bitcoin, each Bitcoin is unique and cannot be duplicated. This scarcity isn't just a feature. It's a foundation of Bitcoin's value proposition. While governments can print endless dollars, euros, yen, diminishing their value over time, Bitcoin's supply is mathematically certain. Bitcoin's security is based on cryptography. That's so strong that breaking it would require more computing power than exists in the world. Your Bitcoins are secured by private keys, essentially really long passwords. The odds of someone guessing your private key are less than finding a specific atom in the entire universe. The entire Bitcoin network is maintained by nodes, which are computers running the Bitcoin software. and they are spread across the globe. So every node has a complete copy of the blockchain, which is the ledger recording all Bitcoin transactions ever made. And when you send a Bitcoin, that transaction is verified and recorded on every single node simultaneously. And that is why Bitcoin is so secure. To hack or alter, you would need to control over 51% of all the mining power in the world, which is it's impossible given its global distribution. Now, I should note, while the Bitcoin network itself is incredibly secure, you can still lose Bitcoin by losing your private keys. As the saying goes, not your keys, not your coins. This is why proper storage is crucial. Now, I'm going to keep going with this topic. It will be Bitcoin 2.0 because there's so much more to cover, and I want you to really dive deep into what Bitcoin is and how it is different than other cryptocurrencies and how it's different than our fiat money. It's fascinating. Stay tuned.